So you're starting a virtual assistant business, but you're not quite sure what your business name will be. I know the process can be super confusing, so I'm going to lay it out for you in 7 simple steps in this video. My name's Abbey Ashley. I'm the CEO and founder of The Virtual Savvy. Right here on this YouTube channel, we talk all the time about all things virtual assistants. I'm a little obsessed with the VA world because I've seen the transformation it has had in my life and our students' lives, everywhere from students making a couple $100s a month to support them as they homeschool their kids, or going on to build 6- and 7-figure virtual assistant agencies. Virtual assistants can be a game changer, and it can be for you too. So if you want to learn more about virtual assistants, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and click the bell to be notified every time we release new content. For some people, a business name just pops into their head before they even realize what the business is going to be. I know this has happened to me before. I wake up in the middle of the night with a business name idea, I jot it down, and the next morning I've written down like Pink Puppy Palace or something. That's a really bad idea. But for a lot of people, choosing a virtual assistant business name can actually be one of the things that trips them up, gets them stuck. And so I'm here to help you decide on your name. So by the end of this video, let's choose your virtual assistant business name. Of course, choosing a virtual assistant business name is only one of several steps to starting a business. So if you want to know what else you need to do to get started, make sure that you download my virtual assistant checklist and starter kit. I'll drop the link to it below. Your business name should be a unique reflection of you and your personality. For a lot of clients, this is the first thing that they're going to see about you or hear about you from a referral. So you want it to reflect you. At the same time, I don't want you getting so caught up on your business name that it prevents you from moving forward, from actually going out and marketing and getting clients because you're still stuck. Which leads us to step number 1 of choosing your name, which is to get in the right mindset. One of our core values here at The Virtual Savvy is action over perfection. And why we love this motto is because we have seen our students time and time again get caught up in the idea of it all has to be perfect. I have to have this completely the best business name anyone has ever thought of, or I won't be successful. And that's just not true. In fact, I was able to replace my entire income, make more than my husband was making at the time, build a team of subcontractors, all with the name Ashley, my last name, assistants. Not really that original or fun or unique. And at the end of the day, I was happy with it. It sounded somewhat professional and I went with it and I was still able to sell out my services. So I don't want you to get so stuck on this that you lose the motto, action over perfection. Step number 2 is to decide on the type of business name that you want. Now there's 3 ways you can go about this. You can choose a fun and unique name, you can choose a more professional name, or you can choose to self-brand. A really great exercise to do if you want to go with the fun or unique name is to write down a list of buzzwords that would describe the work that you would be doing as a virtual assistant. For instance, you could choose the word virtual, creative, desk, coffee, social, click, work. Now let's think of some words that describe you or how you would describe yourself to your client. Fun, quick, happy, determined, virtual, creative, desk, cubicle, click, work, notebook, coffee, fresh, determined, social, simple, crafty, happy. Now I could simply put a few of these words together, maybe some of the nouns or the descriptive words. I can play around with these words and I might come up with a business name like Click Creative or Notebooks and Coffee. All of these would be great, fun, creative business names that could potentially be a reflection of you, your personality, and the work you want to do for your clients. Now it's your turn. I want you to pause this video, literally pause it and start jotting down. This activity could take you anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, but your inspiration could be hiding behind just this one exercise. So go ahead and try it. Now you might not want a fun and creative business name. Maybe you want to target more professional clients. If that's the case, here's another exercise that you could do to think of a professional business name. First, you're going to think of titles for you, for your business. You could think of titles like virtual assistant, virtual assistants, just assistants, creative, professional services, collaborations. Now let's go ahead and pair these with a few more professional terms or adjectives. How would you want a client to describe your business? Integrity, results, committed, determined, growth. If I put these together, I could come up with a business name like Integrity Assistance or Growth Collaborations LLC. Of course, these are just ideas. Please don't go and use these exact business names. However, you want to do this exercise for yourself and see if you can come up with either a fun or professional business name. The last option here is to simply self-brand. And I think that self-branding can really go a long way, especially if you don't know if you're going to be doing virtual assistants forever. Maybe you'll end up coaching, or maybe you'll end up doing courses. And so building a personal brand is always a good idea. Again, when I started my business, it was literally Ashley Assistants. I also just bought the domain abbeyashley.com in case I ever wanted to do a self-brand. And so I always think that this is a great option as well. And if you're really stuck, you might want to think about just going with self-branding. All right, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your business name is not already trademarked by somebody else. This would not be good to start using a business name that is trademarked. So what you need to do is you need to go to the USTPO trademark office. It sounds a lot fancier than it is. Here's a quick video on how to do that.
All right, we'll put a link to this below as well, but just know I just normally type in USTPO trademark search into Google, and the first thing that pops up, USTPO.gov trademarks search is where we're going. But again, I just Google it because it's easier. And what we're looking for is this trademark database, okay? So that's actually gonna bring you to another link as well. This is where we're going to actually be able to search the United States Patent and Trademark Office to make sure that the name you are choosing is not already trademarked, okay? So you do not want to use a name that is trademarked by somebody else. And I know that that might be unfortunate if you have your heart set on a name, and you might still be able to come up with a variation of that name. But it's just very, very important that you actually search this to make sure that the name you are using is not already trademarked by somebody else. You will get a cease and desist letter if you do. So I'm going to click on this basic word search mark, and I'm going to type in. So if I wanted to name my company Click Desk Solutions, I'm going to hit submit. No records were found, so we are good to go if that was my name. Let me just type in Happy Desk. Let's see if that, okay, so this is giving you a little bit more. So we have here that Art Desk's Happy Hour, Happy Desk, Happy Desk. So if they say dead, then you are still good to use it. So I would still be able to use the word Happy Desk. If it says live, so I know that this is not the name I typed in, but I'm just going to click on this just so you can see an example. This one is live. So I'd actually want to click on it, and I'd want to see what category it is in. So the goods and services, so what category it is entertainment and educational services, providing webcasts in the field of art and music. So again, if I wanted my name to be Art Desk's Happy Hour, which I don't, but if I wanted it to be that, then there's still a potential that I could use the name if it is in a different category. And this is where, you know, you could obviously talk to an attorney about this. If there's a name that you are unsure if you can use, if it is like completely a different category, you know, if I find a name that I like and that name is being used by somebody who sells children's toys, okay, that's totally different. I should be good there. But if it's somebody who does like coaching services, and you may someday add coaching, that's kind of toying the line. So this is where, you know, if you have one of those that it's like, man, there is one that is a live trademark and it seems like it could be kind of similar to what I'm doing or could someday be doing, that's where you may want to speak to an attorney. But if there's no search result found at all, or if, again, if it is a dead trademark, meaning that it's not active anymore, then for most intents and purposes, you should be good to go with proceeding with that name.
All right, if your business name is free and clear of any trademark, step number 4 is to grab those domains. And this part can be a little bit tricky because unfortunately your domain name may already be taken, or you might find that it costs a lot of money. I know sometimes I come up with these brilliant domain names and then surprise, I find out that it's like $50,000. So there are a few ways to get around this. If you're not set on a .com, I will sometimes also buy a .co domain instead, or you could do something simply like adding the word "the" in front of it. For instance, Virtual Savvy back in the day was a very, very expensive domain, so I bought the domain The Virtual Savvy, and here we are today. There's a lot of places to purchase domain names, but my favorite is Namecheap, and I will link to that site below. Step number 5 is to snag your socials. Now, even if you're not planning to start a YouTube channel or start promoting on Instagram or building a Facebook page yet, I would definitely go ahead and snag the social media handles for your business, just in case you ever do plan to do so, it won't be taken already by somebody else. Step number 6 is to get a EIN number. Now, getting an EIN number is free, so please don't go to any website other than irs.gov to get an EIN number. It's super easy, it is completely free, so don't pay any business or service to get this for you. You can go ahead and claim that yourself on the IRS website. You will need to know your business name before you get an EIN number, but an EIN number is super important. This is the number that you will use when you're setting up a business bank account. It is also the number that you'll give to clients as opposed to giving them your social security number when you start working with them. Step number 7, you wrap this all together by getting an LLC. This is just a way to legally protect your business, and I definitely recommend that every business owner get an LLC. I hope that this guide has been helpful for you. Have you chosen your business name? I would love to know in the comments below what business name you've chosen or what business name that you are thinking about choosing. I think that creativity in the comments is going to help spark others' creativity as well. So go ahead and drop your business name below. And once again, if you need to know the step after choosing a business name, what you need to do in order to get your business set up and running successfully, make sure you download that virtual assistant checklist and starter kit. All right, that's all I have for you today. You know what we do here at the Virtual Savvy. Let's beatbox it out. Business names. I'm a beatboxer, not a rapper.